everyone deserves that chance. Be who you were meant to be.
I got one last special question.
Okay.
Submitted by a mutual friend of ours.
Did this come in while we were on the podcast? Is this live?
I promise no names and no background information, so they can't be traced back.
Okay.
And canceled from the next house party.
Okay.
No, I'm supposed to ask you about the 3D figurine you had created of yourself and your buddy Logan in Las Vegas, where you're standing in an interesting pose. What's the story about that?
Did I answer? Yeah. Well, do you want me to tell the story?
Please, if you're open to share.
Sure. So
we can put that on behind a paywall.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you find yourself walking around an exhibit with your friend, and they at this exhibit, they have one of these as though it's coming. They have a trailer where you can get in there and you pay like, I don't know, a few $100, and you can get there with your friend, and like 1,000 cameras shoot all at once. And then they have every detail of your body that you've never known about. And then a few weeks later, they send you like a little statue, a little figurine of you and your friend. So we're like, okay. I'm like, let's commemorate this trip. Let's go get a figurine made. And they have some examples there, and they're really good. Like, it's impressive. It's very detailed. And so my friend says, well, what do you want to do? And I said, why don't you get on my shoulders and you can like take your shirt off? And he's like, why don't we get totally naked and bend over? And I'm like, oh man. I can't
seek discomfort, right?
Yeah, seek discomfort. And I'm like, I can't say no. Like, I'm encouraging this guy to do this thing that I kind of left that out. Originally, he thought was kind of stupid and didn't want to do. And then he just trumped me, right? The ace is trumped.
Oh, really?
He's like, oh, you want to go and get figurines? Well, here's my line. And it's like miles away from my line, right? I'm miles more conservative. And he's like, well, if you want to do that, here's my line. And so, of course, I look at him, I'm like, let's fucking go. So we get in there. I feel really badly. There's like 2 kids in there. They must have been early 20s. And I look at them and I'm like, I bet you've seen a lot of shit in here. And they're like, oh yeah, we've seen it all. And I'm like, watch this. And they're like, yeah, ready to go when you are. And I look at my friend and I'm like, okay. So he just like drops his shorts, takes off his shirt. I do the same thing. He just immediately bends over facing the front wall. I decide, at this point, you just go with the quantum field. You go with your gut. I decide I should put one foot on his back and face the exact opposite direction and make a pose kind of like the thinker. Yeah. So, like Rodin, the sculptor, he made the thinker. If Rodin were still alive, I think he'd be proud. That's speculative.
Just for the audience, the guy checking the audio, he's laughing his ass off over there.
Well, I'll get you a copy of a figurine of me and Logan naked, him bent over on all fours, me with my foot on his back as the thinker posing the opposite direction. And then all of a sudden, the kids let out a yell. All the lights go off. It's all over. We put our clothes back on. And we're like, all right, well, our work here is done. And so we leave. And then the story doesn't even end there because we're supposed to get these figurines in. It's like 2 months later and a box shows up. And so I FaceTime my friend and his wife. And I'm like, our figurine showed up. And I show them with FaceTime the address. And it's my address, but it's someone else's name. And I'm just so excited to open it. I don't care that it's someone else's name. It's my address. His wife, who's the most intelligent out of all of us, says, why is it someone else's name? And I'm like, well, I don't know, Paige. I don't think we should worry about that. Those little details, like people's names. But she knew. I opened it up and it was someone else's
Oh,
figurine.
you're joking.
And it didn't take long for me to go, oh, well, we just got someone else's, but that means someone else got ours.
Seriously?
Yeah. And we're like, oh, that's too bad. I feel really badly for this poor lady.
But have you ever gotten your figurine?
Well, so we tried to contact her. We it was real CSI shit. My friend's wife figured out where she lives, who she is.
So they just swapped the figurine?
Yes. They accidentally mailed her to us.
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
Like your guy's figurine.
Yeah. So, never miss an opportunity for a prank. So I get on her OnlyFans.
Dude, this story is getting wilder and wilder.
This is our life. So she's an OnlyFans person. It's good. And so I email her and I say, hey, I'm sorry to bother you. I think that you've got me and my lover's figurines, and that's supposed to go on top of our wedding cake in a few weeks. So I would really appreciate it if you could overnight it to us. I have yours. Happy to trade. No response. So then my friend gets on her OnlyFans, pays like $50 so that the email goes to the top and says, hey, I think you got me and my friend's figurine. Would be great if you could ship that back. But then her bot or manager, whatever, writes back, do you think your figurine could handle this body or something like that? And we're like, we're not role playing. You really have something of ours.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So then it turns into a months long endeavor where we eventually get a hold of the print 3D whatever people, and they send us two and for our efforts. And so then it became my friend Logan built this beautiful chroma cove, he called it, this art for Burning Man. And it's this just massive, I don't know, 15 to 20 foot LED thing, all these different colors. It's on this 2.5 foot tall, wooden box stage that's I don't know, 10 feet by 10 feet, 2.5 feet tall. And he's so creative. He drills a hole in the bottom of it, just a tiny peephole, a little bit bigger than a quarter. And he hangs the figurine from a slowly twirling disco ball thing and puts a spotlight on it. And so then that whole Burning Man, we would drive up to the Chroma Cove and there'd be all these people looking at it. And we'd say to people, just random people, do you know the dark secret of the Chroma Cove? And they're like, what? And I'm like, shut your eyes and think of your wildest dreams. Think of the thing that's beyond your imagination. Think of the thing that you think could never happen to you, but that you've always wanted to happen to you. And get on all fours and bend over and look in that tiny hole a foot off the ground. And the Chroma Cove will show you your deepest desires. And it just so happened about the third person I said this to was this gay dude. And so he bends over and he looks in there and he's like, yeah, that's about right.